Hello, today is Wednesday, 21st of August, 2019. This video originally was going to be a response to Roy Smith's question of the week last week, but it turned in a little lengthy and a flashback down memory lane. So, by some weird coincidence, Roy Smith gave me a shout out. So I'd like to welcome all you new subscribers out there. Just kind of weird. So, this video kind of turned into like I said, a stroll down memory lane for the last year and a half that I've been drawing and building on this model railroad. So, well, enjoy it. And thank you again, Roy. I use the basic graph paper, circle template, a compass occasionally, mechanical pencil. Those things are fantastic. I hate sharpening pencils, and they never stay sharp anyway. And a couple of 6-inch metal straight edge rulers. They're both identical. On the back of them, they also have conversion charts for millimeters to fractions of conventional mathematics. Simple, easy, smeezy. I'm a construction tradesman, so I don't know, paper and pencil and blueprints and all that old school stuff is what I'm familiar with. I did try to go with I think it was an Atlas computer program. I use a tablet, so I don't know if that was part of the glitch of it, but I just didn't really like it. I like the hands-on of daydreaming and drawing and erasing. Oh, and did I mention that there's a lot of erasing with this? But also, I guess with that you can see the undertones where you did draw. You say, where a computer program. I am familiar with the old Photoshop versions from back in the late 90s and turn of the century, but after that it started getting too confusing and I gave up on Photoshop. But I don't know, just pencil paper seems to work out great. I can take you down a short trip of memory lane here since I got all this stuff out. We can kind of see what some of my visions were here. This is the original drawing that I worked on for probably a month or so anyway. Yeah, that one's dated 22, so I bet this one got a lot of eraser time on this print. This is the one I used to build off of. Just my imagination. You can see this is the cement plant yard area over here. You can see where my original plan was to have a lot of siding tracks. Excuse me. This section here still has to be built. The rest of it is built. Also, with all this stuff, I do write down notes of materials that are needed and some of the costs and everything. This over here, I got some engines that I was pondering to put on here. Some the 420, I have that already, and an RS1, I have that. This is more costs of engines. Back here, this is my lighting schematic that I drew up using I used 3/4 inch PVC and various fittings, T's and angles and 90s and such, that I pulled a wire through that and then mounted some overhead lighting, some track lighting off of that. This is also one of the days I was trying to think of a name for my railroad. This was back in January, and This one here I did just after almost when I was completed building what I've got built so far. Um, you'll notice the dash lines here. That's the outline of the bench work that'll be there. This is basically just a main line draw up to give uh, an idea of where the main line is going to go. This is where the cement plant would be over here. This is the east wall, and this is the north wall. Um, Down in here, I plan on having a yard facility, and up in here, I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with this whole area here. This area here is already the cement plant with the car repair facility over here in the corner. But little by little, it all comes together and everything. But take you back a little ways here too, I guess. This is some cross-section drawing that I did so I could get the proper heights of how I need to space everything, so that when it went around, it had the 2% grade. Everything's at a 2% grade or slightly above, not much, but I do have plenty of room for that. I did plenty of measurements, and I watched a lot of you guys' YouTube videos and everything last year. I did some searching on some forums, and I did a lot of internet searching, I guess, and did a lot of research on different things on what it took to do my grades, and your corners you have to take into consideration for the drag on the corners. Some more cross cuts, with looks like some material sheets here of different things I need. 10mm bit, and that's what I use for drilling out for the turnout controls that you guys will see more of in the future here. This is the wiring, kind of the wiring ideas that I was drawing up. It's got the gauges that I'm going to use: 24, 20, and 14. And I use Scotch locks for all the smaller gauge wires, and Waggle wire nuts, which I've covered that in a previous video a few months back now. Some more cross. There's back to the original here of drawing. You can see that it got a lot of use. It's really dirty and worn and stuff. And some more drawings. Just ideas it's just simple to do, sitting around with a pad of paper and a pencil and your straight edge, and ponder and draw and erase and just kind of do lines and ponder things. This idea here is the same room, 13 by 13. All these drawings are also, they include an 8-foot couch and about an 18-inch end table. Well, I guess it's about a 7-foot couch. I don't know, altogether it comes out to about 9.5 feet or so. So that was always included with my drawings, is the large couch that I have in here. But this one here was, you walk in the door and it had a walk-in area here where the yard would be going around in a U shape. You can kind of see what I'm working on now. You can kind of see that in there now. The bridge would have been down here, just further away from the door. And another one with, this would have been the bridge going across here. That's been erased on a lot. And different siding footages. And another room drawing. Some of these they're heavily erased, and I just moved on to the next one. This is heights and different measurements I would need. This is what I have going now, basically for the tunnel. I had to get all the measurements so you get your proper elevation and grades. This is another old one here, kind of just like that other one from just a few pages back. with the walk-in area here and everything, and it still had the drawbridge. And you can see this is where the cement plant was going to be over in this area also. So you can see how it kind of evolved throughout the months. This dates back to April of 2018. Just different ideas and stuff. This one was going to have some under the table aspects to it. Because when I first drew it, I wasn't really trying to make the whole room a train set. And then once I got into it, started drawing everything out, and I realized that I could do a nice drop down type bridge. Well, it was the whole room and the whole room. So, and if you're gonna do it, just do it. I made it about 57 inches high or so. I also did it high for two reasons. I'm 6'2", and another reason was so I could put a work table, so I could sit down at a bench down below and still have plenty of working room. I like the eye view, the personal view. It looks like you're standing there actually looking at the model railroad, versus the what I like to call the Jolly Green Giant effect, where all you see is the rooftops. And that's kind of what people picture a model railroad as being, is they see everything from the rooftop. I want you to see it just like if you were standing there in real life, where you see it just right as it is. You don't see too many rooftops. You see the building sides, and you see the sides of everything. So that's what I'm going after. So with my layout anyway. Just notes and ideas, different card numbers that I was wanting to get. And I was thinking that I would need so many different types of cars for different aspects of the cement plant. Some processing drawings, how a concrete plant works, and just some ideas on how I would do everything. This also has evergreen strip styrene numbers and sizes and everything for what I was doing my scratch building. I made plenty of notes on that. I did lots of research, and a lot of jotting notes down on the graph paper here. This is just some other old notes here, different links and more engines, early engine research, siding types, and just trying to get down how a model railroad works. Well, that's how I did it, guys, is graph paper, a pencil, and a straight edge. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, here's a quick preview of what you're going to see next video. This looks like some groundwork is going to be happening. I've got a whole bunch of this stuff that needs to be put onto the bench work. I got a bunch of ballast done, and it's going to be lots of fun. Thanks for watching, you guys.